What's up, America? I've been waiting all week to do this reaction video to the Texas church shooting. Yeah, I've been waiting a while to do this reaction, and I just want to start by saying that I pray for all the family that was affected by this tragedy, man. You know, I pray that God give y'all understanding and strength to move forward. I pray that the ones that was injured, that they recover, that they didn't suffer no severe injuries. And I pray that the ones that lost somebody, lost a family member or a friend or a co-worker or whatever they lost. Lord, I ask your name that you see them through, that you give them the strength to move forward, that you give them strength to continue, that you give them strength to continue to do your will, and that they don't lose faith in their religion and church, because I know how hard this can be to deal with. You know what I mean? Make you think, wow, is it safe to go to church? You know, only you and your religion can answer that. So I want to get into that reaction video.
We serve a God that's greater than any normality that we think we know.
His sermons uploaded on YouTube. Now, in the wake of the tragedy, residents in this tiny Texas town are coming together.
We started praying for everyone that was involved in it.
On an overseas trip, President Trump was briefed on the incident, speaking from Japan overnight.
All of America is praying to God.
My bad. I started at the wrong spot. I didn't finish watching it when I watched it the other day.
The shooter, we are told now that the parents of the shooter's ex-wife worshiped here. They were not at church yesterday, but they do worship at First Baptist Church. We also learned a short time ago that between 12 and 14 of the dead are children. 8 of those killed.
Okay, now we got to process that together. His ex-wife, mother, and other family members attend this church. On the way to the church, he was in an argument with his ex-mother-in-law. So I'm assuming he assumed they was at the church. I'm assuming he was headed there to kill them. Thanking God that they weren't there. He ended up shooting up everybody in the church. That's the only explanation I can come up with why he was headed to the church in the first place. I mean, come on now. You know what I mean? You head to a church to kill people. You know what I mean? I believe his motive was to kill them, to kill his ex-mother-in-law, because he probably feel they destroy his marriage or whatever reason he had. But I don't believe that he was intended to kill all them people in that church. I believe he had a motive to kill his ex-mother-in-law and part of the ex-mother-in-law husband. So his ex-father-in-law and ex-mother-in-law he wanted to kill intentionally. But the rest, I don't believe that was his motive to kill everybody.
The same family do worship at First Baptist Church. We also learned a short time ago that between 12 and 14 of the dead are children. 8 of them.
He killed 12 to 14 children. Children. How can you find in your heart to harm innocent children? That's just sad, man. To me, that's just sad. You know, that's just sad, man. I mean, I'm lost for words just on that right there. You know what I mean? Just from that right there. Innocent children. Children that did no harm. That still don't even have the full understanding of life. Now gone.
Was killed from the same family. Overnight, the quiet town of Sutherland Springs, Texas, trying to come to grips with the nation's latest horrific mass shooting. More than 24 people were killed during Sunday services at this small Baptist church. The victims ranging in age from 5 to 72 years old. Law enforcement officials tell NBC News the shooting.
26 individuals dead. 26 individuals this man killed. While they in service trying to worship God. Trying to get their hearts and house in order to get right with God before their time come. And he come in the church and kill them while they in church having service. Wow. Then look at the picture of him. Look at the picture.
Kelly,
look at the picture and he look crazy.
Wearing tactical gear and armed with a Ruger AR rifle. He started firing outside. Officials tell NBC News the...
You see how he look? He look like a punk. Somebody that will bully all his life. He like a pussy that will bully all his life. You look at that face expression. He look like somebody that will bully their entire life. I hate to say it, but he likes a bullet. Somebody that will bully his whole life.
Shooter was 26-year-old Devin Patrick Kelly, dressed all in black, wearing tactical gear, and armed with a Ruger AR rifle. He started
Dressed in army clothes with a rifle in his hand. With a rifle. That's why I say what I say. Only people that should have access to all these rifles and guns that shoot more than one bullet when you pull the trigger is the military. Once you resigned or discharged for any reason, all that high artillery is supposed to stay right there in the military. That's just my opinion.
firing outside the church and then entered the building, opening fire on parishioners.
As he exited the church, a local resident grabbed his rifle.
So he started firing outside the church before he went into the church shooting people. And they thought it was just somebody out hunting or shooting in the air for no apparent reason. So I guess now it's safe to say that anytime you hear gunshots, you need to take it serious because you don't know where they're coming from or what they had it or nothing. You don't know nothing. You just blind. You hear a gunshot, get on alert. Somebody starts shooting right now, get on alert. Get on alert until you find out what's what. Because stuff like this make you think like that, make you react like that, and make you gain that kind of understanding from things.
And engaged that suspect.
After being confronted, Kelly dropped his weapon and ran. Police later found him dead in his car from a...
So he ended up in a gunfight with an innocent bystander. They exchanged fire. I guess that's when he got shot and then went on a high-speed chase with the police. And then ended up wrecking his car and now dead. Had time to call his family and say, oh, I've been shot. I don't think I'm going to make it. Oh, well, that's on you. You just killed 26 people. Are you looking for sympathy for the 26 people you killed? You didn't have sympathy for them, so why should anybody have sympathy for you?
gunshot wound, although at this point it's not clear if he took his own life or if he was taken down by that local citizen. One of the men who tracked down the alleged killer is Johnny Langendorf.
They said that there was a shooting. I pursued, and I just did what I thought was the right thing.
A former member of the U.S. Air Force, Kelly received a bad conduct discharge in 2014, and in 2012, he was court-martialed for assaulting his spouse and their child. Is Johnny Langendorf.
They said that there was a shooting. I pursued, and I just did what I thought was the right thing.
A former member of the U.S. Air Force, Kelly received a bad conduct discharge in 2014,
So he was discharged.
and in
He was discharged for bad conduct in 2014 from the service, from the Air Forces. 2014, he was discharged for bad conduct.
2012, he was court-martialed for assaulting his...
And in 2012, so 2 years prior to the 2 years before the 2014 discharge, he was discharged in 2012 for assaulting his spouse and their children. In 2012, he was a court-martialed for assaulting his spouse and their children. And then in 2014, they had enough and discharged him for bad conduct.
spouse and their child. For now, his motive in Sunday's mass shooting remains a mystery. Outside the church, witnesses and loved ones...
So basically, if all that was released to the world, all this killing could have been avoided. Because I read an article saying that was enough right there for him not to get approved about them guns, about that rifle he had. So, in my opinion, in my honest opinion, these 26 people that died in this Texas church shooting and the ones that was injured, that's on the military hand. Their blood is on the military hand, because if the military would have released those discharges to the world or to the right people, he wouldn't be there to buy them guns. So I don't care what nobody say. I don't care how nobody feel about it. In my eyes, those people's blood is on the military hands. That's why I say, man, I'm looking into it now. How can I get my rights restored so I can get me a gun? Because, boy, look here. I'd rather be caught with a gun than without it, because this world getting too crazy for me. And I'm not, if I can peep game before it go down, or if I can see it before it happen, I'm not for letting nobody kill me for nothing. I ain't do wrong for nothing innocent. Nah. I ain't taking a bullet for nobody. I'd rather kill you before you kill me, and then to drop on my knees and ask God to forgive me for the sin I just committed. Because I ain't going out like that, man. I'm looking into it right now. I mean it. Everybody need to get armed. Everybody need to get armed. If everybody get out here and get armed, that'll help prevent a lot of these kind of situations from happening in America. All America that can afford it, go get armed the legal way. Don't do it the illegal way, the street way. Do it the legal way. That way you are right with the law. In case you do end up killing somebody that was doing something wrong. That's what it's going to come down to. The police not going to react fast enough. The police ain't going to get there right then and there to react. So if you there in a scene like that, react to it and, hey, do what you feel necessary. Use your own judgment. Because they'll prove you. If America will prove you for the gun, that means they trust your judgment to make the right choices when the time comes. Just like driving. Everybody not a safe driver, but you prove to be a safe driver enough to get a driver's license in America.
Embracing, describing the devastating scene. One woman telling MSNBC 4 of her grandchildren were inside when the shots rang out.
My son was helping them up at the church. He said there was bodies on top of bodies, and they were having to move the bodies.
Bodies on top of bodies. How can you imagine? How can you cope with dealing with something like that? That's going to take time to even process. That's going to take time to get over. That's crazy. Man, that'll really mess somebody's head up. That would really mess somebody's head up, man. Like, that would really, 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 really destroy somebody's mind. Seeing all them 26 dead bodies. 26 dead bodies in a small room like that.
Did you see if anybody underneath was alive or breathing or anything?
Among the dead, 14-year-old Annabelle Pomeroy, the adopted daughter of the church's pastor who was out of town at the time of this.
So the pastor adopted a daughter, and now that daughter dead. Wow. Wow. And it's hard to be strong when situations like this going on in America, man. Huh? It's hard to be strong when shit like this going on in our country, man. You know what I mean? He wouldn't have been able to buy them guns if the military would have released his record. I don't understand why they still went on to issue him the guns, not knowing this stuff. Because I'm pretty sure something. What I guess the process was taking too long to go through, so they still went on and allow him to purchase those firearms. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. But I bet you if somebody else come through, it's gonna be, if a regular citizen come through, it's gonna be a problem. They want to do thorough background check and check histories of everything. You know what I mean? But since he was in armed forces, Air Forces, it wasn't such a big deal. The process of taking too long, they still went on to issue him the gun or let him purchase those firearms.
Do not lean.
Pastor Frank Pomeroy is normally behind the pulpit.
We serve a God that's greater than any normality that we think we know.
His sermons uploaded on YouTube. Now, in the wake of the tragedy, residents in this tiny Texas town are coming together.
We started praying for everyone that was involved in it.
On an overseas.
That's the best we can do right now is come together. That's the best we can do. That's the best we can do. All good-hearted people in this world come together to fight against the evil of this world. Let's let the good outweigh the bad. That's what we need to get to. Where everybody support each other. It's time to allow the good in America to outweigh the bad. Because we gonna need the strength. We gonna need it. We really gonna need it. Cause it's a lot to come. It's a lot to come. If you study your Bible like you should, then you would know it. There's a lot to come, man. So the good need to outride the evil every day.